Hello, this is Kimber Domke, mindful food and fitness coach, and today we're going to talk about these words among other things. So first, before we get into this, today is a bit more about mindset. I'm going to share with you a few of my clients and friends work in environments where there are a plentitude of treats and snacks every afternoon. One person has Godiva truffles coming his way endlessly. Another person has insomnia cookies, fresh, hot, delicious, delivered every day at 3 p.m. in unlimited quantities. Another person has daily a different vendor coming into their office environment and bringing along delicious sugary snacks and treats. So what's the trouble? What's the trouble is some of these people are trying to make shifts from less of things like this and more of things like this. And that can be really hard if your environment challenges you with just a multitude of delicious items, and you might be hungry and your mind gets going and it becomes a really stressful situation. So I want to offer to you this idea. Usually when we're faced with these treats, we come to this kind of mentality, right? If we're trying to work on our health, we come and start saying things to ourselves like, I shouldn't have the Twizzlers. I can't eat Twizzlers at 3 p.m. It's not my cheat day. Or I can't have a Starbucks Frappuccino. They just have so much sugar. But really what this does, what this language does, the I shouldn't, I can't, it gets yourself into a more deep internal fight, right? So you approach now just an environment that you happen to be in with more struggle, with more challenge, and with more frustration. And that can really build into a lot of resentful feelings and just tension and anxiety inside yourself. So I propose to you, if you've got a big sugar desire, throw out these words, right? And what should we replace them with? How about this? I don't. So instead of going to the sugar snacks or your office break room and saying, I shouldn't have the cake, I shouldn't have the cookies, try saying to yourself, I don't eat Twizzlers. These are not even real Twizzlers. This is an artwork. I don't drink my calories in the afternoon. I don't need extra sugar in my coffee. I used to need sugar in my coffee. That was my old identity personally, but now I don't. It's just not even an option. I don't even consider it, right? So what this does for you is it almost makes the option a non-option, kind of like vegetarians, right? They might go to a barbecue and see a multitude of sausages and steaks out, but if I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat. And so it doesn't even matter about the environment. It's my identity that is up at stake, right? So if I don't eat meat, I just don't. It's not happening. It doesn't matter what it is. Another idea is like you see two things that you wouldn't put together, right? Ice cream and ketchup. I don't put those together. I'm not going to eat them. If I see them together, I'm just not eating both, okay? So try that out this week. Give it a little shot. And another caveat, right? Sometimes saying I don't do X or saying that declarative statement about yourself, it seems false. It seems far-fetched. It seems like you don't even believe it. You might be saying it to yourself, but another part of you, a deeper part of you, is going to be resisting that and saying, who are we kidding? I don't eat Twizzlers. That's a lie, right? And instead, I propose in that situation that you try it out with a maybe. So give yourself the option, give yourself the possibility, the thinking possibility that maybe I don't eat Twizzlers at 3 p.m. Maybe I don't need that extra sugar, right? So if you maybe it becomes a little bit more believable to yourself. It might be a part, if it's not your full identity right now, it's something that you can bring along slowly and slowly kind of take in and slowly adapt to yourself. Shout out to Diana Tower for the maybe. I just remembered her because she gave me a lot of maybeing ideas when I was facing certain fears. So thanks, Diana. Use that maybe if you're not ready for the full I don't. What else? Oh yeah, just a recap. The whole point of this is to really align your higher brain with your, internal dialogue, right? So if your higher brain is aiming for a little more of this and a little less of this, using mental statements for yourself and really prepping yourself for an environment can help you to make the shift and make the decision easier to make the choice you really want for the long run. Additionally, one more tip, right? If you're facing these environments frequently, it's important that you have some other option to eat, right? So if you go into the cookie room and you're starving to death, no matter what you say, I don't, if you've been a cookie eater recently before, you're likely to keep going after those cookies, right? It's going to be very hard to put on that new identity if you're additionally starving and having this mental fight. So in that case, it's always great to be prepared, right? Just have another snack available, something that fits more into your long-term goals, like maybe nuts or maybe seaweed snacks I talked about last week. Yes, that's it for today. I just want to share with you, try out some new language to get your mind matching with your long-term goals. So, identity statements. I don't have sugar in the afternoon. Or you can even do it for one day. I don't have sugar today, for this day only, kind of like a 12-step program, right? One day at a time. Again, this has been Kimber Domke, mindful food and fitness coach, encouraging you to try on some identity statements next time that you're faced with a sugar struggle, a challenge, and have a wonderful day. Take care.